Hi, I was asked to do a tutorial on Uke Buddy here. I sent all this link out to all of you, um, because I know this is a really useful tool. I use it all the time. So just to give you a kind of an overview of what the main uses are. So you got a lot of tabs up here. So chords is probably your most useful tab. And what it does is you pick what chord you want to find, and it'll give you what the fingering is on it. So for example, C major, you're very familiar with C major, and you see that this is a very familiar chord. But there's one other thing I want to attract your attention to is there's many variations of the C chord. If you use this, it'll tell you many variations. So sometimes that's useful if you're trying to work out your own musical arrangement and you want to give it a little special something, and you want ideas of what other alternatives you can play with. The other thing that's great is that it'll let you hear it. So if you hit this little button here, you can preview what it sounds like. So a lot of chords you're familiar, like you go G major, you guys know that one. And then if I do some of these, but these are the alternative chords here, so I can do D minor, and lo and behold, that's something familiar too. So that's the biggest use of this program, is just finding basic chords. This next tab next to chords is Namer. And let's say you ran across somebody's tab sheet or music and they gave you a weird chord and you have no idea what it is, right? So what you can do is kind of look it up like that, and it'll tell you what chord it is, and then also same thing, you can play it. So for example, like if I park these here, Cynthia's version of Stairway to Heaven, the second chord was something weird. And if you notice, it really has no chord name. So it's one of these where you go outside the rules kind of thing, but it's very iconic. So that's really useful. Both of these I use probably 90% of the time. Scales I usually don't use. You're going to look at this. Let's scale, C major scale. And if you look at this part, just your head explodes, so don't even look at that. But what's useful is look at what chords are associated with the C major scale. And if you look at C, D minor, E minor, F, G, A minor, and this is a diminished chord. We almost never, ever use diminished chords. So if you look at that, you guys already know this. So lo and behold, you already know all the main chords to the C major scale. And so scales that you'll probably bump into a lot with ukulele is the C scale, the F scale, and look at this, you know most of these, and the G scale. Same thing, you know a lot of these already. So lo and behold, you are already, a lot of our songs have already been in the G scale already. So this is just useful information. Arpeggios, tuners probably not. Y'all have tuners. This one's makes you do it by ear. So if you want to tune it by ear, you can use like these, right? Okay, now, all right, stop. I'm gonna go to tabs. This one I just found out just today. I never ever looked at this tab before under tabs, but what it does is it gives you examples of songs to play. So like if you look at Over the Rainbow, you know what? That's almost identical to the version that we do. It also has Wonderful World. So it's a two-song thing. So you can kind of play around and explore this. Can't Help Falling in Love. Lo and behold, these are the exact same chords that we're using. The other thing that can be useful, I just realized this too, is, let's say this is in the K, and this one, this is in the key of C. If for some weird reason we wanted to go to the key of D, this transposes it to us. So if you wanted to play the key of D, these would be your chords. Here's the fingering for the chord. So this is actually really nice tool. So I would just recommend looking around and playing around in there, see if there's anything interesting. But those are the main uses. Have a lot of fun with it. I like I said, I use this all the time. So anyway, hope that helps.